Here to talk about the newly obtained documents and the fallout is the editor-in-chief of Crux, John Allen, and Crux's Rome bureau chief, Inés San Martín. Why does it matter that Cardinal Wuerl may have known about the McCarrick restrictions, John?
Well, because one of the core issues in the broader clerical abuse scandals from the beginning has been not merely the crime of sexual abuse, but the cover-up of that crime. Who in authority knew about what was going on and failed to act? Now, if it is true that Cardinal Wuerl knew about these restrictions in 2008, but failed to enforce them, then that's an important piece of the puzzle here that speaks to the broader accountability question, which is precisely the question the U.S. bishops are going to be dealing with next month when they have their summer meeting and adopt new accountability measures. So this comes at a very critical time.
So Pope Francis is again responding to questions about whether he personally knew about the allegations against McCarrick. In an interview with Mexico's Televisa, he said, quote, "Of McCarrick, I did not know anything. Obviously nothing. I said that several times, that I did not know, no idea." Inés, why is this response important?
First of all, what has to be said is, even though the Pope is telling us that he talked about it several times and he told us several times that he didn't know anything, it's worth mentioning that he technically never said that out loud in public. We journalists never actually had the opportunity to talk to him about the McCarrick situation. We did talk to him when we were coming back from Ireland on the plane. We asked him about the famous report by Archbishop Carlo Maria Viganò, and he said, you know, that's what we have. You guys do your job, be professional about it, and make your own conclusions. But he never actually come out and say in public, I knew nothing, I saw nothing, I'd heard nothing. So it was for me, it was very interesting. It was very important to actually have the Pope say it. Why did it take so long? It's a completely different can of worms.
John?
Well, I think that's absolutely right. But of course, from a political point of view, the significance of this is it is a direct refutation of the central thesis in that famous Viganò report. Of course, the former papal ambassador in the United States, which created such a sensation when it came out last August. And the central claim that Viganò made was that he briefed Pope Francis on June 25th, 2013, about the concerns about McCarrick, and that the Pope willfully ignored them, which is why Viganò actually said that the Pope ought to resign. Although certainly people around the Pope, speaking on his behalf, have denied that multiple times, as Inés said, this is the first time the Pope has done so in his own voice, and I think politically, if for no other reason, that's important.
Yeah, and also, if I might add to that, something else that is interesting is that the Pope, in the interview he gave today to Valentina Alasraki, what he said is it possible that I had that, did I have that conversation with Viganò? Did I talk to him for 2 minutes? Yes. Did he tell me that? I honestly don't remember. I cannot say if he's lying about that or not. But at the end of the day, I knew nothing. And I kind of know in the context of how that conversation went, which is the Pope is grading 180 people in a span of 30 seconds each. Yeah, is it possible that both are saying the truth? Yeah, it's possible.
What does this new information mean going forward when it comes to the Vatican's pledge to release documents, John?
Well, on October 6th, the Vatican promised actually, that the Pope had ordered a thorough study, that was the phrase used, of all of their records with regard to the McCarrick case, and that information would be released in due course. Well, here we are virtually in June 2019. We have not heard word one about the results of that study, and there's no indication of when we will. Clearly, I think today's revelations will increase the pressure on the Vatican to finish that study and to let us know what's in it, because it is very hard to answer the accountability question if we are still left unclear about who knew what when.
John and Inés, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.